Today I want to introduce you to a new feature within the Transformation Leaders Hub, one that I'm really excited about actually. What impact would it have on you in your role as a transformation leader to have someone to turn to 24/7? Someone who could give you expert guidance, someone who could challenge you, someone who could just give you that second opinion. Well, now you have. Let me explore this a little bit further within the hub. Let's find out what it's like to have an AI coach that really understands transformation. Within the community, you can click on this Tony2.0, your transformation coach. That will open up a separate space, and there's two ways that you can start to operate and work with your coach. You can scroll down, and at the bottom here, you'll see the coach coming up, Tony2.0, and you can type in, or you can speak into the facility, and it will give you an answer, or you can dial and have a actual conversation with the coach. Let's take a look at the first example that we're going to use, which is just talking into into the system. So what are 3 things that I can do to build momentum within my transformation team next week? What that's doing now is translating that message to into the Tony 2.0, and he's now coming back with a response. And as you can see, it goes quite into quite a lot of detail. And these references here take us back to specific sections of the Transformation Leader's body of knowledge, which is the core information that it pulls the information from. And as a member of the Transformation Leaders Hub, you'll have a digital copy of the body of knowledge available to you. So it goes into a lot of detail, but equally you can drill down through the book into and get much more information. You can then carry on the conversation. Okay, that's great, but what type of regular communication would you recommend that I get involved in? And again, it takes you into a little bit more detail. So you can engage with the tool in an environment which is safe, where you can test things out and really get a good feel on whether or not you are working through things in your own mind in the right way, or maybe get a second opinion, or even just challenge yourself with a different perspective. Sometimes you don't want to type in or talk into a microphone and just get a series of content back. You want to engage into a conversation, and Tony 2.0 within the Transformation Leaders Hub has that facility. So let's go back in. If you click the telephone button here, so if you start a call.
Hi, when you think about your transformation, what's the most pressing priority this week that we should focus on?
Hi Tony, well I'm about to kick off a major transformation. What do you think I should focus in on over the first 90 days?
All right, Tony, first 90 days, this is where you set the tone and build the foundation for success. Think of it as your presidential 100 days, but condensed. The focus should be on 3 key areas: clarity, alignment, and momentum. First, clarity. You need to understand the current state of the organization and where you want to take it. This means asking the tough questions: what's working, what's not, and why. Dive into the data, talk to stakeholders, and map out the gap between today and your vision. This is your chance to be curious and even a bit relentless in uncovering the truth. Second, alignment. Once you've got clarity, it's time to bring people on board. This isn't just about communicating the vision, it's about co-creating it with your key stakeholders. Engage them early, listen to their concerns, and make them feel like partners in the journey. Remember, transformation isn't a solo act, it's a team sport. And third, momentum. Quick wins. So your best friend here, identify a few areas where you can deliver visible results fast. These wins will build confidence, demonstrate progress, and create the energy you need to tackle the bigger challenges ahead. So Tony, what's the one thing you think could derail this transformation if not addressed early? Let's tackle that head on.
Yeah, well, I know I've got a stakeholder that's resisting to change. So how do you think I should approach that initial discussion?
All right, Tony, when it comes to a resistant stakeholder, the first conversation is critical. You've got to approach it with curiosity and empathy. Start by understanding their perspective. What's driving their resistance? Is it fear of the unknown, concerns about workload, or maybe a belief that the current way is just fine?
Tony 2.0 is based upon the learnings within the Transformation Leaders body of knowledge, which has been compiled through hundreds of years of experience, collective experience of many experts in the field of driving organizational change and transformation. So you know that the knowledge that's being shared through Tony 2.0 is based upon practical examples and real life examples that you can start to apply within your day-to-day activities. If you're interested in having Tony 2.0 available to you 24/7 to guide you, to support you, to challenge you, and ultimately to make your transformations more successful in the future, sign up to the Transformation Leaders Hub today. Once you join, you'll have access to the Transformation Leaders body of knowledge, a digital copy, and Tony 2.0, as well as a whole raft of other information and guides. But more importantly, you'll be part of a global community of transformation leaders who are there to help you drive transformation within your organization. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.